Morning folks, I woke up to a little bit of an awesome sight down that way, so I thought I'd go for a bit of a look. But first I thought I'd just show you these guys here. These guys here are cattle egrets. They're said to be something that's self-introduced around the 1900s from the little bit of research I did this morning. And apparently they get that yellow plumage around about mating time. So we have a whole host of them that are visiting us this morning, and I'm about to spook them because where I would like to go is just up that way. You might be able to make out as well as we're walking down the paddock that there is a little bit of a green tinge to the grass. That's because we've had a little bit of rain, no idea how much exactly, because we don't have a rain gauge up here as of yet. And I think I've just spooked all those fellas walking down the paddock. I wonder if they're going to come back or not. As you can see, there is a load of manure left here. I have a feeling it's because the old owners were feeding the cattle up near the fence. And yeah, so there tends to be a lot at the top of the hill, which is good really, because it means any water that hits that manure, hey Jack, any water that hits that manure is going to basically send it down the hill, help feeding the bacteria and bits and pieces in the soil. And yeah, I have spooked them. There's none there. Sorry for the jumpy camera work too, folks. So, oh, we have some ducks. Just over there. There we go, we have some ducks just over there. We had a whole family of them up around the house the other day when I arrived. Actually, I'd say that's pretty much all them there. But yeah, it's great to see all the different bird life and wildlife around. So again, thanks to everyone who left comments on the video where I was talking about our water issues. Just as I walk over here. The vetiver grass, people keep mentioning that. That is something we've already looked into and we will be getting, especially for that little washout over there, which is pretty bad. Oh, by the way, the dams do look like they have been topped up somewhat with all the rain we've had, even though it hasn't been a lot. We've actually got about, the tanks are just over a third full as well, the water tanks at the house, so that's pretty cool. Sorry for spooking your ducks. Come on, Jackie boy. So my target is just there. I've already sent a photo to some friends in the group chat and the family chat. I've been warned I'm not to mess with this. So there you go, Maya, I will not mess with it. But we have what's called a fairy ring by a few people. Basically a ring of mushrooms. Not only do we have this one here, we have another one just over there. So I think this is pretty awesome. I remember as a kid staying at my nana's farm at Bybarra, and from the house there's a little bit of a gully and then a hill up to the neighbour's place, and where my auntie lived, and there was rings of these guys on the hills. Always used to blow my mind that these things would grow in rings. So Jack, get out of there. Maya said something will happen. The Fae will curse you. So yeah, I'm pretty blown away by this. I'm not sure what sort of mushrooms they are. Oh, they're puffballs. They're puffballs. So there you go. I remember seeing fairy rings made out of normal edible mushrooms. I'm sure they were. Well, I'm still here because we picked them and ate them, so we'll go over and have a look at this smaller one. He's a very happy Jack this morning. So there's a bit of a closer look at the second one. Not as big as the first. Oh, Jack, you've just been double cursed, buddy. So it just dawned on me I should add an explanation as to why a fairy ring forms. Basically, the fungus starts in the center. Well, it starts randomly on the ground, but its mycelium, or the threads, the little ribbons that grow underground, grow out in a circular pattern. And what we actually see on top of the ground are the fruiting bodies of that mushroom or fungus at the end of the mycelium edge. I just thought I'd toss that in there for you folks who weren't quite sure how they formed. So 2 fairy rings. So what that tells me is the soils here, even though they look very brown for a while, even though they're starting to green up, do have a good fungal activity in them. Oh wow, I just spotted a small one over there. Let's go and have a look, hey? I'm actually seeing little ones everywhere now. These look like a different mushroom. Could be wrong, don't have my glasses on. So this one here, I can sort of make out, hello Jack, goes down around there and then up and then around there. And these are the flat top mushrooms, what we would call the field mushrooms. So, wow, I can sort of make out a rough ring. There's a couple there, there's a couple over there, there's some over there, one or two. So maybe this isn't a ring, maybe this is just me wanting it to be a ring. But that's pretty cool. There's more over here. So I'm pretty impressed with this. Actually, that does look like a ring, that one there. You can sort of see it goes around there and then around like that. And these guys are just a field mushroom. Yes, and a Jack. These guys here are just a little field mushroom. We will pick one. Yeah, so this, okay, I am not going to tell you that I would eat this, but that looks very similar to what we used to eat on the farm. Pinch it, it doesn't go blue or purple. So for you folks who know what that's all about. And this is how far we are from the house. Nice little morning walk, but anyway. Oh yeah, you can actually see that as being a bit of a ring. We'll go back over to those other rings. Just walking back and I stumbled upon these little ones. A different fungus again, actually growing in a ring in an old cow pat with some wallaby poop. So Jack's gone crazy in the background. So, hey buddy. Yeah, a very diverse amount of fungal activity in the soil here. But yeah, that's pretty impressive, I reckon. We'll just move back a bit. So there you go, you can see that ring there and the larger one over the back there. If only I had that drone. Thank you again, Will, for offering to lend me a drone. If I had it here today, this would have been a much, much more dynamic looking video, I would think. But yeah, a drone is something I do have on the shopping list just to help us map this place out. But yeah, that's awesome. So there we go. See how tall we can get there, Rob. Hope that looks impressive, folks, because it feels impressive to me to see something like this on the property. Anyway, that's 10 minutes of me rabbiting on. And those egrets are still flying around. So apparently they like our dam. Hey Jackie boy. We might walk up by the duckies, say good day to them, and then get stuck back into painting. So I do hope that you've enjoyed this little bit of a wander through the front paddock. And I will catch you hopefully on the weekend with a renovation update. So folks, it's Sunday night, so I don't think you're going to get a renovation video this week, even though I have done a lot this week. So I'll try and work something out and post it midweek. Back to the hairy git. We'll have to wait and see. Hey Jack, and he's off again. So he's actually, just quickly, he's actually really good with the birds and even the cane toads. He goes and sniffs the cane toads. He actually licked one the first night and went a bit frothy. But Bianca and I sorted that out quick smart. He hasn't touched them since. All the frogs and the wallabies, when I go out to water the grass before bed, he's fine with the wallabies. They're probably from me to where he is away. And they just stop and stare at us in the torchlight. And yeah, he doesn't go them whatsoever. All the guinea fowl, all the ducks. Knock on wood, it will stay that way. Let's have a closer look at these ducks. There we go, that's the family of ducks that we have. There's some younger ones there and some older ones. And a couple going for, and Buffhead just spooked the ones that were swimming across the dam. But anyway, I will leave it there. I do hope you're all well and happy and you're having a fantastic week. Actually, it's almost a weekend, isn't it? And days have gone fast this week. And I will catch you later. Cheers, folks. Have a top one.